Hello and welcome to DriveSpark. Today we have with us yet another homegrown EV. This is the Oben Rorr, and well, it's manufactured in India, it's designed, developed, everything in India, and we are here to tell you more about this new electric motorcycle and what it entails, what you get with it. This of course is a pre-production model, so we will be telling you a lot of details about it, and most of these details will be there on the production model as well. However, there will be a few changes and we will tell you about that as well. So without further ado, let's go check out the Oben Rorr. So this is the Oben EV. Now Oben EV is a Bangalore based electric vehicle manufacturer. It has its production plant on the outskirts of Bengaluru near Electronic City, and that plant can produce up to 3 lakh electric vehicles in the first phase. And this, the Rorr, is the first electric vehicle from this brand. And what does it entail? Let's figure out, let's check it out. Let's talk about the design details first. So right up front you've got the circular headlamp. Of course it's LED. All electric vehicles must come with LEDs. So yes, you've got an LED headlamp up front. You've got these really sleek LED indicators to either side as well, and then you've got the body colored mudguard. The rear of the mudguard does feel a little bit weird because of the way it's placed, but that's nothing to complain about really. The alloy wheels look really nice. These are 17-inch wheels, so it looks really nice. And well, it's shod with CID Zoom tires. These are grippy tires. These are mainstream tires, not just specifically made for electric vehicles, so the grip should be good. Then of course, right above the headlamp you've got this TFT Instrument Cluster. Well, it's got a lot of details on it. It displays a lot of details. Let me just turn it on. So there you go, and it displays the range, the odometer, the speed, the battery capacity, and the riding modes. Yes, you get riding modes. I'll tell you about that in just a bit. Let's talk about the design once again. So you've got this tank extension over here, and you've got the Oben badging right on there. Of course, it's contrasting to the body color. This is black. Of course, you've got 3 colors on this motorcycle. This is black, and then you've got a yellow, which is present right here on the stage, and then you've got a red color as well, which isn't present here at the moment. Black, of course, you get everything in black. When you go with the other colors, so the tank and the uh, extension over here, the fairing, this panel right here is clad in the other color, and that there, as you see, is the battery. So the battery is positioned here in this area, and it's slightly canted forward. So what that means is, well, you've got a good center of gravity. Now how good is it really, we will be able to figure only once we ride it. Then let's talk about a few other design details. The tank is really muscular, it looks really nice, nothing to complain about. Fit and finish is also good, especially given that this is a pre-production model. Of course, this will increase, the quality will increase as we head towards production, which is expected to happen in the next couple of months. Let's talk about the seat. The seat is pretty narrow, especially for the pillion, and that could be a slight disadvantage if you're spending a lot of time on the saddle, but we cannot complain yet because we haven't ridden it. And then you've got this rear end. It's pretty simple. You've got this oval shaped tail lamp, again LEDs, and you've got these same sleek LED indicators. And finally you've got this tailpiece at the rear. It looks nice, this kind of mudguard. Other than that, well, let's talk about the sprocket. Now this looks really nice. It's huge. Of course, as you can see, it's almost coming close to the size of the wheel itself. The wheel is 17 inches, so this could probably be around 13 inches in size, and it's belt driven. Of course, we'll talk about that in just a bit when we're talking about the powertrain. And of course, monoshock right there. And the swing arm is, well, it looks a little untidy, especially given that we have a lot of stylish motorcycles in our country. Well, it does look a bit untidy. And then at the rear you've got a 220mm disc brake, and at the front you've got a 270mm disc brake. And that brings us to an end with the specs and the design details. Now let's talk about this motor here and this battery pack. So there we have the battery pack in question. This is a 4.4 kilowatt hour battery, and it powers a 4 kilowatt motor, that is continuous power. Peak power, it can do 10 kilowatts. So performance, of course, is going to be good, and it is. It can do 0 to 40 kilometers per hour in 3 seconds, and that is excellent. And of course, then you've got the other details like range, In terms of range, you've got 3 riding modes over here, and the range varies on each riding mode. So you've got Eco, which is the highest. Now that's the real world riding range of 150 kilometers on Eco, and then you've got City, which does 120 kilometers, and then you've got the Havoc, which is the fastest mode, and of course the least range, so it gives you 100 kilometers of range in Havoc mode. Now, of course, each of these modes have different speeds as well. So you've got the Havoc mode, which in Havoc mode, the Rorr can do 100 kilometers per hour according to Oben, and the speed drops to 70 kilometers per hour in the City mode, and the speed drops to 50 to 55 kilometers per hour in Eco mode, and that's all about the specs and the performance. Charging times. Now, if you'll observe, there's a charger right here on the wall. This is the proprietary charger that will be supplied by Oben, and this, as you can see, you've got this plug here. It's a 15 amp socket, so this can be plugged into your home wherever you need it, and a 15 amp socket like this can charge up the Oben EV through its onboard charger in just about 2 hours, and that is excellent time actually. This, keep in mind, is not a fast charger. It is a regular charger, and yet it can still power up this vehicle in just 2 hours. Oben EV claims a charging rate of 1 minute for 1 kilometer of range, and that is just excellent given that it's a pretty high speed motorcycle compared to other vehicles in the segment. And that's pretty much it. Now, in terms of features, what do you get? You get geotagging, geofencing, you get ride modes, you get rider alerts, the vehicle tells you how you're riding, etc. So all of this can be controlled through these switches here, and it's pretty nice. It looks nice. There's nothing really to find fault about in this vehicle, at least not until we ride it. And that's all we have to say for now. What else can be said about this vehicle? So pricing, of course, how can we forget about pricing? So this is priced at rupees 99,999 in a few places. Now, that again depends on the state's subsidy for electric vehicles, etc. So in Maharashtra, it costs rupees 99,999. However, including the FAME 2 subsidy in Bangalore, it costs rupees 1,25,000, and that's a pretty decent price to pay for a vehicle like this. And on that note, it's time to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Stephen Neal signing off for DriveSpark. Do let us know in the comments what you thought about the Oben Rorr. And if you have any queries as well, do ask and we will get back to you on that. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.